Hello.
We're live.
Hello. How's it going?
How's everybody doing?
Happy
today?
Monday morning to you, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. We are going to be making another weight loss dish today. And this is something that I've made like many times and had many like versions of, but I made it like the most simple version on Saturday. And I was like, this is actually the best I've ever made this. So this is what I'm going to share with you. It's a Chana Masala dish.
And it's delicious.
Yeah,
this
you really
thing is
enjoyed
just
it.
so good. Like it's amazing.
It's
yeah,
really
it's so
easy.
Yeah.
It's really healthy.
And it's really, really good. Like really good.
Like it's so
amazing.
easy that I literally had 10 minutes before I had to put everybody into a nap time routine and I made it. So
Yeah.
let's get into it. I'm going to show you what to do and then
I'll be the video guy. Maybe
babysitter.
We'll see.
You want some toast? Okay, I'm going to take you guys over here. How is everybody doing today? We've got my gigantic non-stick frying pan again. Bigger than my head.
Ta-da!
And so that's what we're going to use to make this. So I'm going to tilt this down a little bit so you can see what's going on and then you can still see me. So the base of this meal is chickpeas and I made these from dry. I've been really experimenting making chickpeas and all my but legumes and things from dry because I feel like it's a cheaper option than just buying cans. But you can absolutely use, what I'm trying to say, canned chickpeas for this. It would work totally fine. But these are cooked through. I cooked them in a crock pot yesterday, and now I still have leftovers. I'm going to be using 2 cups of the cooked chickpeas, drained. And I still have leftovers to make hummus or just throw these on salad. So I'll get into this a little bit in a moment because there's a point I want to bring up when it comes. I'm just going to drop in the 2 cups of chickpeas. I've got a can of diced tomatoes, just a 14.5 ounce can, and I've drained some of the liquid out. I'm putting that in there. And then I'm also using a small can, which I opened upside down, of tomato paste. It is 6. Let me just use that and see how it goes. And it went great. It's so nice when your recipes actually turn out instead of flop. So this totally worked. Okay, so I'm sticking that in there. Because this is a non-stick pan, I'm not using my middle spoon. I've got, the next thing I'm doing is freshly grated ginger, and it's about a teaspoon of that. So I'm gonna throw that in. And then I'm gonna do, what did I do with my notes? I'm gonna do just some spices now. I will actually just turn this on just so it can start to cook. I'm going on like a medium-low heat, and I'll stir this in here. You want to see how terrible my writing is? This is my fast writing. I don't think anybody can understand it except for me, but it works enough. I'm gonna now do a tablespoon of garlic salt, and if you wanted to lessen the salt, I guess you could use a garlic powder here, but the garlic salt I feel worked really well. So teaspoon of garlic salt. I'm doing a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, which is so anti-inflammatory and definitely something you should have in your diet daily. So a great way to have that in there. I'm going to turn the heat down ever so slightly. 1/2 teaspoon of cumin. And I'm doing 1/2 teaspoon of curry powder. And if you have like a garam masala mix or you made one on your own, you could throw that in to sub for the curry and the cumin. I don't have one that's fully made, so I'm just using those 2 spices. Let's not catch this notebook on fire, and we'll be doing good. So now I'm just mixing it all together. Guys, that's it. That's literally all you have to do, and it came out so flavorful. Of course, some salt to taste afterwards, but I'm just going to stir this together now, just so it's combined and not like clumpy like the tomato paste can be sometimes. And I'm gonna let it cook on a medium to a medium-low heat for anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. Now, Chris and I have a small difference of taste when it comes to this meal. He wants it to be more saucy, and I like it a little bit on the drier side. And so the time that you cook it is really going to be up to you. Can you grab me the salt, love?
Yeah.
So I cooked mine for 20 minutes, and I thought that was a great consistency. But he wanted it more saucy, and so obviously less time, right? So I'm going to add a little bit of salt here, and then you might find that you need to add more afterwards. I don't want to add too much now,
Yeah, we never adding too much salt
Yeah.
just because you can always add some
Yeah,
more.
you can always add more later. You can't go backwards.
Yep.
It's like most things in life, right? So, okay, so this is what it looks like. I'll come here so you can see. Yep. So now we're just gonna let this simmer and just stir it occasionally. I want it to kind of get a little bit, like little parts cooked. Well, I want it all to be cooked, right? You would like to eat cooked Chana Masala or not? So I'm just gonna stir this on occasion. So we'll let that sit for a while. Literally, that's it. Let's do 10 minutes so you guys can see. I feel like it's already been 10, or not 10 minutes, but it's already been a couple minutes. So let's just do 10 minutes for now so you can see what it looks like at 10 minutes and then 15 and stuff. Okay, come on over here and then I'll show you what I've got here. I've already cooked rice in the rice cooker.
Sorry.
And I've just cooked brown rice, and that's what I'm gonna serve this over. So when it's time, we'll eat that. Now let's talk about something that is really important to to weight loss, and that's meal planning. So when I am really like on the serious level of losing weight for myself, or when I work with weight loss clients, one of the major things that I can't express like fully is how important it is to have food prepared. So like I already showed you, I have my brown rice prepared, and if it was just me eating, I would probably not eat all of that rice, so I would have extra rice that I could throw on top of a salad, or I could have later if I have leftovers of this. You just have something already prepared so you don't have to be like scrambling when you're hungry, because that never goes well, especially if you have a kitchen that is full of treats that you want to eat, which I also don't recommend doing. So having these chickpeas that I made ahead of time from dry means that I can make, like I said, I can make a hummus out of these. I can throw these into a soup if I wanted, like a curry soup, and then just put some chickpeas and spinach on top. I could do, the possibilities are endless, right? Wait, what do you like to make with chickpeas? You could roast some chickpeas. There's so many things you could do. Then having something like that brown rice made ahead of time. For me personally, I don't like to batch cook for the whole week because I feel like food kind of gets funky by the end of the week, but at least a couple days in advance, or just having something in my fridge that I can grab. You do? And so now I'm just stirring this again. I'm gonna turn this down to like a medium low-ish. And with a non-stick pan, you'll find that it starts to kind of stick to the edges. So just scrape that down. But honestly, what I like about this Chana Masala is that it has that little bit of stickiness to it. That's a terrible description as a cook. I gotta think of a different phrase for that. But anyways, it's really nice. So letting that cook. And now, let's talk about why this meal is good for weight loss. One, there's no oil. There's no oil at all. There's no oil in the rice. There's no butter. There's no vegan butter. There's no nothing. So that means it's going to be, you know, hundreds of calories less than if you were to add oil and fry the ginger in there. You know what I forgot to put was garlic. I think I did garlic in this. So let's chop up some garlic real quick. I think I did about, okay, perfect. I did about 3 cloves of garlic, and I didn't write that down, so I definitely want to remember to do that. And I think that garlic is important. Hi, how's it going? We're making some Chana Masala. Let me know if you have any questions about weight loss if you're watching live, and I'll try to answer you as we go. So I'm gonna amend my little recipe here and add 3 garlic cloves. Garlic cloves chopped.
That's a very good choice to have.
Yeah, 3 garlic cloves chopped. We're making Chana Masala, which is an Indian dish which I've made many times and many different variations of, and it's just never been as good as this last time I've made. So when I made it on Saturday, I was just like, this is what I'm sharing on Monday for sure. So okay, I've amended my recipe. And then I'll just go through the recipe again in just a little bit. But let's talk about why this is a weight loss meal. So there's no oil, that's one thing. 2, it's full of fiber, which is the chickpeas. And even the brown rice has fiber in it as well. So fiber is really essential for weight loss because it keeps you full. You're getting a lot of bulk without a lot of calories. Yeah, try it out. I think that you'll really enjoy it. It's super simple to make, which also I think aids in weight loss. I feel like when someone's starting a weight loss journey and they just feel like, oh my gosh, this is overwhelming, I don't know how to make all these things. This is really simple. It takes 10, 15 minutes. And if you have a rice cooker, even less time because you can put that in and walk away. And so, I'm stir again. We've got some tomatoes, and even though they are from a can, you're still getting some lycopene and you're getting some good vital nutrients in this. And then the cool thing about eating this way, hello.
Sorry, do you want to chop it or
Yeah, just
press
mince it like really, really small. The cool thing about eating this way, hey Chris, where's Naya? Naya is sleeping. Somehow we've timed
I
this
sold
out.
her.
No, you didn't sell her. She's sleeping and he's watching a cartoon, so somehow everything is working
So far.
so far. If things might go to pot. in a
Unless we're
moment.
gonna choose the wrong temper. I don't know if you guys watched that video. What
God.
happened with the Vitamix when we choose the wrong temper?
Someone just asked, they don't like brown rice. That's totally fine. You can put it over any whole grain that you enjoy. So you could do it over quinoa. You could do it over, even like a jasmine rice is gonna be okay. You just don't wanna have like a super processed like pasta or something like that. Yeah, cool. So yeah, whatever whole grain you wanna put, you could do it over like a millet or a teff, amaranth. I mean, there's so many random whole grains that you can choose if you don't like brown rice. So, okay, stirring occasionally. Potatoes, absolutely. Hey, Anne, how's it going? Absolutely, this would taste great over potatoes, for sure.
Oh yeah, the potatoes would be amazing.
That actually sounds really good. I should have done that.
Potatoes sounds
what was I
great.
talking about?
I don't know.
Why this is a weight loss food? I'm going
You
to.
want this garlic?
Yes, put the garlic in. Hi, everybody. Okay, I'm obviously
Welcome to
extremely
our crazy home.
scatterbrained at the moment. So he's gonna throw the garlic in, and it's not too late when you forget garlic, because garlic is always welcome to my
And
party.
you know what? I actually finding this that I many times I actually put the garlic the last.
And it has
For
more kick.
pasta, for example,
Yeah.
I squeeze it like 6 cloves of garlic at the end, mix in it, let it sit for 5 minutes, and all you taste is garlic.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want
Yeah, you can throw it in there. That's fine. Let's just have a garlicky ginger party. Okay, so this is going. It's about, I got 3 minutes left until it's at the 10-minute mark. But like I said, you can cook it anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes depending on the consistency that you enjoy. So this is, we were talking before we did this live, and we were like, okay, it needs to cook, right? And we need to be live, so what are we gonna talk about in between?
Right.
And so Chris had an
Not
idea.
back.
You can talk.
Okay. So
I
should
grant
we
you
make
permission.
Should we make the?
Well, yes, we can.
Right.
So we were gonna make
Hold on,
something.
sorry. Oh, sorry, that
Hand.
was stupid.
In addition,
yeah.
just talk.
Okay, so anyway, so I was like, okay, so what are we gonna do? So yes, it's a weight loss course and everything, and it's a weight
No,
loss.
it's not a weight loss course.
It's a weight loss meals. But I'm like, hey, how about ice cream? It's like, what? But this is very healthy version of ice cream and super easy.
And I was against it initially because I was like, well, everybody knows how to make banana ice cream.
And I said, I don't
But
think so.
Maybe they don't. Maybe
Like,
you don't.
I think that like people who just starting going into the, do you like basmati rice?
Yeah, basmati rice is great. Yeah, that's a great recommendation.
It's a really good one. Yeah, I mean, not everybody I think knows how to make ice cream from bananas. I mean, most of the things that I've seen is like, oh, but you need the milk, or you need like, I don't know, ice cubes and stuff. You don't really need any of this. You just need the frozen bananas
And a little bit.
and a
of
little bit of milk, but like the plant-based milk. What I'm trying to say.
Okay.
And then what else? There's vanilla in it, right? I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw some vanilla in.
Let's do it.
Okay,
So
so
we're gonna
this
move
would
you
be
here.
like a weight loss dessert if you're a sweet person and you just are like, okay, great, I've got a meal, but then I have a sweet tooth. What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm just gonna put a splash of vanilla in there. Splash. You can put more if you wanted to, of course. And then, again, just a little bit of plant milk. Like, I don't even think that's a quarter cup.
No, that's probably
And then,
teaspoon.
okay, things to do. Not follow my example. You should, if you're gonna freeze ripe bananas for something like this, don't put them in a random bag like this in the freezer. They clump into one giant clump. Bad, bad person.
Bad girl.
Hey, I'm feeling pretty good. I'm tired. Brianna just asked how I'm feeling, and I'm assuming you mean like after the birth, and I'm tired. I'm not sleeping at night very much. I'm trying to keep going, but I'm also trying to rest when I can. And it's really hard to have 2 children. I have no idea how people have 4 and 5 children. It's a lot to juggle, but it's a new normal, and I'd say overall it's good. I feel like everything is going pretty good, but it's a learning curve for sure. So hats off to you, single moms. Hats off to you with 1 child, 2 children, 3, 4. It's crazy. 29 weeks and I have a 2-year-old. I'm a little nervous. I was nervous too. I was totally nervous.
Dr. Chris. Yeah,
And
man.
It's doable. Like, it's doable because you have to do it, right? You don't have a choice. And it's lovely and it's bittersweet at times, but I'd say overall it's gonna be good. It's just like finding this new normal, right? That's the hardest thing. And I'm still trying to unchunk this banana while I give you a heart-to-heart conversation
Is
here.
this enough?
Yeah, I think that's gonna be enough. So let's see how many, but that's 1, 2, I'm gonna go with about 3 bananas for this recipe because that's all I have.
And it's so easy, guys. I mean, this is basically it, and all you do is just stirring.
But Brianna, don't lose hope and don't be nervous. I'd say the transition for Eli was a little bit rough at first, but just showing him lots of love and just including him.
Just treat this like a fun, I guess.
As much as we can with Naya, then you know I feel like it's gone pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna pause from the banana and ice cream because I want to. Oh, there's the timer. I want to show you what it looks like at 10 minutes. So that was 10 minutes, and you know what? That looks really good to me, actually.
I think it's done.
I might just turn that off.
Yeah, I think so, because it might be too
I don't think 20 minutes is actually necessary at all. So that's 10. You could do a little, like 5 more minutes if you wanted it to be a little bit drier, but I feel like that's actually perfect. The way that this live is going, where I'm constantly like this is my life right now, Brianna. Don't be scared, but you can do it. Okay, so moving back to the banana ice cream. Okay, so I've got a splash of vanilla in there, a little bit of plant milk, and some bananas. You need a high-speed blender if you're gonna make banana and ice cream. It's non-negotiable. And a tamper, that is the right tamper.
Temper is the
for
the thing that's the most important.
Okay, so
These two.
you just keep it on a really low setting.
Oh, there was some comment. Missed it.
If you just commented, can you comment again?
Yeah,
Anything? It just disappears.
we just missed it completely. Should be like a little pop going on.
Okay, so then I might need to add a touch of milk, but I don't want to add too much because it'll get too watery.
There it is. I hope my labor is a lot quicker this time around. I'm trying to go fully unmedicated this time around. So you're amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, it'll definitely be quicker because the first baby paves that way, right? And there's just space there where there wasn't before.
Hey, and if you need a midwife, just call me. You know?
You can deliver her baby too. Let's not get overconfident.
No, I know. Like there was,
No, I'm
like
totally
a
kidding.
surprise, like big time.
No, it'll go faster. I can't say how fast it will go, but mine, I assumed it would go faster, but it went like so much faster than I thought. So you can do it. Okay, so this is just getting stuck mostly. I'm gonna turn that up ever so slightly, and I feel like I might need to put just a touch of plant milk in there, but I'm afraid to put too much.
It's so good. I mean, and the best part about this thing, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
you can eat as much as you want and you won't feel sick, like,
happened?
ever.
How come every time we do a live, something breaks?
No, because the motor, this is like a safety. Because
Okay.
if it's on a low setting, it's just getting, it's a safety for the...
So do I need to
for
wait
the-
like for some
Yeah,
time?
yeah, yeah, just
Okay.
wait like a minute or two.
Okay, so we'll wait. It was almost done anyways.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I mean, that looks really great.
So what's cool about this is, I don't have that beautiful swirl yet. Does it taste like banana or do you add other fruits? I just use banana because you can it's kind of like a plain taste so that you can build upon it. Like if you wanted to put some like frozen berries on top or something like that, then you could have that berry taste. To me, I mean, you can totally add whatever fruits you want, but to me, the more you add, it just tastes like a really thick smoothie, and I want it to taste like ice cream. So, it's good.
I mean,
right now, that does taste like banana because it needs to be blended a bit more. But there's another tip, not really weight loss, but you could do this with coconut milk. You could, I can show you how to make this recipe actually, but I'll just talk you through it. You could take like a can of full-fat coconut milk, put it in an ice cube tray,
You talk.
and then, I'm always talking, sorry. And then you can put it in an ice cube tray, freeze those, throw those into the blender, no banana necessary, say if you don't like bananas, and then that makes like this beautiful vanilla coconut ice cream. It's actually really good. But it does make me feel a little bit sick because it's just full fat coconut if I eat too much.
And we
but this
tried
won't
so
make
many-
you feel sick at all.
And we tried so many ice creams from like another like websites and stuff, and they're like, there's always some adjustment that needs to be done.
Yeah, but this is really easy. It's like bananas and a splash of milk. I'm gonna see if I...
You burn your
hopefully-
motor, but who cares?
Hopefully it didn't break the vitamins.
No, it has a safety.
No.
No, can you turn it off? Yeah, you have to unplug it, I think, and then plug it back.
Oh God, let's hope so.
Yeah, no.
What is my problem?
No, it's fine. No, it's not a problem. It's just the Vitamix. The problem with the Vitamix is cannot go. Yeah, it's okay. It's gonna be fine. Hey, Vitamix, you guys. With the Vitamix, there's one problem. If you go on a slow motor for like a while, it's just not gonna be happy with you.
But if you have a Vitamix, and if you don't break it, which hopefully I didn't, you just work from like a 1 to a 4 on the Vitamix, and that's, you don't really need to go any higher than that. That's never happened to me, just like breaking the tamper never happened to me until we were taping live. Let's go ahead and plate this
However,
Chana
I have the
Masala.
customer service, because I called them like once, because the Vitamix actually did broke. And I called them once, and they were like, well, you know, you shouldn't ever stop on them any like a meat speed. I'm like, but that's impossible, because then everything has to be in a high speed, like, and this is not the case of Vitamix. So I don't know if the guy was right or wrong, but this is gonna work, yeah? In Jesus' name.
Okay, so I'm gonna put some rice in here, and like I said, any grain that you enjoy would work. It doesn't work, oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. Yes, I can imagine, because I've done it before.
Hey, maybe hold it.
Oh, did I?
Let's see.
Okay, so I've got my brown rice here. Gosh, I hope I didn't break that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be okay. We just need to have a break.
Okay.
But it's ready. But anyway, this is not about the ice cream. This is about.
Thanks a lot for that idea.
That was my idea for sure.
Okay, you want to show what this looks like?
Let's do it.
Oh, jeez. So you could, if you wanted to add some vegetables with this, you could absolutely do like maybe some spinach, or if you wanted to steam some broccoli on top. I'm just gonna make like a little.
I love the color of it. I know
Yeah,
the
it's
iPhone
really
doesn't
beautiful.
show, I think, that much of the colors, but the photo will.
Yeah, so we'll do a nice photo so you guys can see what it looks like. But that's the finished product. And then I didn't taste it, so I would assume that it needs some salt. I'm gonna actually taste it from here, and I'll let you guys know. It's salty enough, in my opinion. I think the baby's waking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is really all you do. I'm gonna go through the recipe again with you and eat this again. Okay, so I've got 2 cups of chickpeas. You can do, ones that you've cooked from dry or you have from a can. 1 can of diced tomatoes, 1 small can of tomato paste, a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger, teaspoon of garlic salt, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, 1/2 teaspoon of curry, 1/2 teaspoon of cumin, salt to taste, and then 3 garlic cloves chopped. It's really good, really simple. As you saw, it just takes a couple of minutes to cook, about 10 minutes. 10-15 minutes, I think 20's out. And that's how you do. Great for weight loss, great for meal prep, and hopefully I didn't break my Vitamix, but that's also how you make an ice cream. About 3 frozen ripe bananas, no skin on, when you freeze them, and freeze them flat, not like I did, so that they are not stuck together. And then maybe a splash of vanilla and a little bit of plant milk, like maybe 1/8 of a cup, and then you just use the tamper in there and hopefully don't burn out your Vitamix, which I've never done. Oh God, I hope I didn't do it. But yeah, those are 2 weight loss items that you can eat. I hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. Stay tuned this week. I've got some more kind of weight lossy things because that's where my mind is right now, losing weight postpartum. I've got a video coming out soon. I can't remember when, if it's this week or next week, on calorie density, which one of you requested. And I could have sworn that I've done this video before because I speak about it all the time, but I went back and looked and I actually can't find one specifically dedicated to calorie density. So I've written my notes out and it's gonna be a really good video. So stay tuned for that. I've got some weight loss videos coming up on Friday a weight loss video, where I'm gonna give you some tips for weight loss as well as some postpartum weight loss kind of things. And then Wednesday, I've got 5 refreshing drinks for summer that aren't smoothies, and they turned out really good. So I hope that you guys enjoy. Thank you so much for talking with me. I love to talk with you guys in real time because it's really kind of cool to be able to hear where you're at. Brianna, good luck to you and have an amazing pregnancy, the rest of your pregnancy and birth. Everybody else, thank you so much for watching. I'm looking where the comments are, but the camera's there. Thank you so much for watching. Try it with the basmati rice. I think that sounds great. Or potatoes. Potatoes sound really good too. Enjoy this meal, and I will see you very soon. If you have anything that you want me to make or any requested videos, let me know down in the comments below so I can get those to you, because I really like to do what you guys want to see. And do you guys want to see Naya? She just woke up. Oh, hello.
Hi, girlie.
Tiny head.
Say hi to everybody. Oh, smile. Okay, see you later.
Floating baby. All right, you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for tuning in. Bye.